All right, thank you. We are recording. Patty, I'm going to mute myself and you can interview Sherry, and I'm going to keep on admitting people to our group.
You got it. Okay, Sherry, take it away. What was your best engagement post?
So I think my best engagement post is probably, I do the right post in the party as guests come in. I usually wait till there's about 10 new people, and I just do fun ones, you know, post a GIF of, you know, the type of cook you are, or if I came to your house and were visiting and didn't know about Pampered Chef, you know, what 3 products would you share the first with me or something? So just kind of different posts like that. Of course, I have my host post in the party every day, and those are usually engagement posts. And so all of her guests were commenting on that. I also do, and I don't know, I think maybe it was Lisa that helped me with this one. Hey, Lisa, with having them send you a private message asking for the catalog link, and that's been very effective for me. So I'm doing a lot of private messaging with the guests in the party as well as in the party. So kind of have both of those going on. And
is that private messaging with people that purchased, or both?
Both. So one thing that I do, anytime somebody places an order, if I have a private message going on with them, I always ask their permission to post a thank you in the party along with product pictures of what they bought. So I get their buy-in first that I can do that. And 99% of them say yes. And if I haven't opened up a private message with them about that, I will send them a quick text, and they respond right back. I mean, people have their phones, they have their you know, they receive a text and they say yes. So I kind of feel like posting in the party all of those thank yous with product pictures. I mean, if they buy 12 things, I post 12 pictures. And a lot of times I'll try to post a video. So just like yesterday, somebody ordered the wine bottle opener, and I don't ever post about that. It's not one of my normal posts. So I found the video and I posted the video in the thank you, and then somebody else bought it. And same with the meat thermometer. I don't have a post about that for some reason, and somebody bought it, and now like 3 or 4 more people, you know, bought it. So I really think posting thank yous where people can just see the products real quick and go, hey, what's Mary ordering? Let me look at that. Hey, that looks cool. I think I'll add that to my order. So, and I did in this party, I think I had maybe 3 or 4 people who ordered twice because I'm on direct ship, and they think nothing of paying the shipping.
And that's one of my questions, Gary. I just had a party start yesterday, and they ordered on the first day, and now today she said, I want to add something to my order. Do you talk to them about hosting their own show, or do you just say it's another $7.25?
If they contact me, you know, to ask if they can add on to their order, I will say that, you know, the order's already shipped. Luckily, I'm on direct ship and they go out fairly quickly. And I do say, you know, we could host a show and you could get it for free or discounted, or, you know, place another order. Probably most people, though, don't ever even contact me. I just see another order come through.
Okay.
So,
Yeah. Excellent.
yeah.
Eileen O'Hearn had a comment in saying something about the chef list. What is that? Eileen, I have no idea what you're talking about.
It's a host post. It's an engagement post, and they are blowing up the screen this morning with all of their comments. It's, you know, change the name of a movie, change one word of the movie, like Pampered or Chef, your favorite movie. So I'm seeing Chef Busters and A Chef is Born. I mean, they're just coming up with some really cute things. It's just to get the engagement up and get the interaction going. So
It's fun.
yeah. So that was a fun one. I mean, I don't know where it came from, but I snagged it and it's working. The paycheck game is really good too.
The which game?
The paycheck one that everybody does with their paycheck. You know, get somebody.
How much?
Like you post your paycheck and you say, hey, everybody, guess how many times I went out in March to earn this kind of money or whatever. I mean, it's a little more tied up than that. And you get them guessing 12 times, 14 times, 3 times, just to get them to look at your paycheck and guess how many shows do we do to get that kind of money?
Love that. So Eileen, you do that one, because what I've heard other people do is that if they tell people that they do the opposite. So I go out 8 times this month, and how much do you think my paycheck is? You're just kind of doing the reverse.
Yeah, I'm just saying, how many shows do you think I did to earn this? Just because I'm not going out anymore, and
Yeah.
I got that idea from Ellington. So props to her, because that has produced a lot of engagement as well.
Okay, love that. Love
I
that.
don't
When you
know
do
if that
that,
would
do you
work with
count
ours.
in what you make as a director or just as
Yeah.
doing shows?
Well, when they comment, of course, I say, I don't want them to be misled that a $7,000 paycheck was for 7 shows or anything. So
Right.
I do say I have a great team of consultants, and Pampered Chef pays me to train and develop consultants and directors. So
I
it's a
put-
training bonus kind of.
I play that in my party too, and I actually post the check, but I do it twice. And the first one I do in the show is a new consultant who, had a good month. So they can kind of start seeing, a new consultant can make, $500, $800, whatever.
Marie, mute Anna. She's flipping pages. Anna Toomas. And would you say that again, Sherry?
Yes. I play the paycheck game. I do post the stats on of the paycheck, but I do it twice in my parties. The first one I post is a new consultant or just a consultant's paycheck. So they can see that a new consultant in her first month, doing 2 or 3 shows earned, $200 or $300 or whatever the case may be. And then later in the party, I'll post one of my paychecks. So it kind of gets them thinking, a new consultant, because as directors or all of you who are higher up, your stats don't really match your pay, I'm sure.
But you can put one of your first paychecks in there, right? I usually use my first paycheck.
Yeah, that works.
Well, what was kind of cool is when I was going through all my stuff, by the way, any of you trained people out there, my home is being signed on as we speak right now.
Oh, nice. Yay, Nancy Joe. Woo, everybody.
Everything goes through. But one of the things I did was going through all this paper. I'm embarrassed to say I had every single paid stub commission since the beginning of my business.
Yeah.
In those wonderful binders, right? So what I did is I went through is I pulled my first one. I pulled my first one as a director, advanced, senior executive, and national. So I just have the 7 paychecks that I pulled so that I could, if I ever wanted to.
Well, that would be a great document for us all to use in our virtual shows, Nance. If you ever want to create some content for what a difference can do. I just want to update. We're up to 68 participants, and I'm continuing to add people. So Nance, I'm going to turn it over to you to
Okay.
introduce, and then I could make her a spotlight speaker, but I'm paying attention to the controls.
Sure. Okay. And Sherry, just wanted to thank you for all your good tips, and congratulations on a $2,900 show. What do you think made it? I missed the very first piece because it was before 11. So what do you think was the key thing? Was it the host engagement?
I think the host, she did a phenomenal job. She was posting in the party, every day what I asked her to. And I think just the group that I got, that she's in, her family, her friends, that they have money. And so I saw $400 orders coming in, $200 orders coming in. So money was not an issue for this group. So when they saw something that they really liked, they bought it. So.
And do you ever do like the express party code so that people can change, or no?
I have not, although I'm in the shared benefits program, so I'm trying one of those right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So was this party a shared benefits?
It was not.
Okay. All
And
right.
I did get 4 bookings from this party, so I'm hopeful that they will be as great.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. Thanks for all those tips. And we want to hear this good news.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nancy, I
Yeah.
did say to Eileen that if she wanted to share her screen about her engagement post that was blowing up her,
Yeah.
that she had given to her host, if she wanted to press share screen, she
Sure.
can.
You want to do that now before I start with Lisa?
Yes, there we
Okay.
go.
All right. Let's see. Take turns commenting with your favorite movie titles. One word. My comment. Awesome.
That is very cute.
Could you share that with Marie? Could you text?
Yeah, I actually just sent it to Laura through private message with the, here, I don't know, can you see my screen still?
To Lori?
To Laura Teal?
Oh, Laura Teal. Perfect.
Yeah. Can you see this right now with my Maria's party on here right now?
Yes.
Or no? Okay.
we-
So I sent this to Maria. How do you like that last name? Anyway, I sent this to her this morning at 9:30. So I gave her the text to put on there and just had her put the picture up there, and she got, 10 like immediately. So some really funny.
Well, we're
Yes,
only
yes.
seeing the actual post. We're not
Oh,
seeing any
okay.
words.
1 second. Hang on. Oh, here it is. How about now?
Now we see it.
All right. So this is my host, and this is what I sent her this morning.
Now we understand about the name. Poor kid.
Yes. So there you go. That's probably why she's so popular. No, I'm just kidding. Anyway, so there you go. So she's got, this just came out at 39 minutes ago, and she's got a lot of activity already. So I just said, let's have a fun day Monday, starting with this one. So anyway, not my original. I got it from my daughter-in-law. I think it's great. I'm not creative at all. So everybody, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Mhm.
All right, maybe Laura Teal or Lori Miller can grab that, and that would be awesome. Thank you. Okay, where's Lisa Bailey? Lisa Bailey, we got 3 pages of people. Oh, my son, hold on. Hey,
And
Tony.
if you guys could mute yourself, that would be great. Lisa
Okay.
Bailey. Let me see if I see you here.
Right here.
Hold on 1 second, Marie.
Speak up if you're here, Lisa. Oh,
Hey,
there
Tony,
you
what's up? I'm on the call.
are.
Right here.
I'm gonna make you a spotlight
Hello.
speaker. There we go.
Sorry.
All right, and
He's
I
at the
need
store for
to,
me.
Nancy Joe mute, here, I'm gonna mute you. There we go. I have muted Nancy Joe. Okay, I muted her, but she was going to introduce you, but she's on a phone call. So why don't you introduce yourself, Lisa, and why Nancy Joe asked you to speak today?
Okay, I'm Lisa Bailey, one of Nancy Joe's first line directors. Been with Pampered Chef almost 17 years. And she asked me to share how I'm getting bookings this month. As of Monday, last Monday, I had 2 bookings on my April calendar, which kind of freaked me out. I am 85%, I would say, in-home party consultant and 15% virtual. So when all this switched over where we could only do virtual, it was kind of like, oh shoot, now what do I do? My virtual parties haven't always been too successful. I think it's because I put most of my energy into my home shows. So when I saw I only had 2 parties booked, I was kind of like, ooh. And I've always been scared to go total virtual because I don't want to lose my home parties because that's where I always got my bookings and that's where I always got my big sales. So now that we're total virtual right now, I sat there with 2 bookings for April and they just closed on Saturday. So Tuesday, I thought, you know what, I need to get over here. This isn't working. So I sat around and said, I got to quit feeling sorry for myself and get busy. So I'm in the shared benefits pilot, and I had joined that. And then I decided, you know what, I don't really even have time to read it. So I'm not going to do it. And then I thought, yes, you are going to do it because you need to start working your business. So I read through the shared benefits pilot, and I started green dotting on Tuesday. And on Tuesday, I probably green dotted maybe 45 people, somewhere around there. I did like 15 at a time, just here and there. And I got 3 parties booked for that. So that was good. And then Wednesday, I kept seeing this, what if you had $70 to spend on any product, what would you buy? And I saw that on a bunch of pages, and I thought, oh, well, why not? I'll try it. I don't have nothing to lose. I wasn't getting any parties booked. So I put that on my Facebook page, my personal page, and my VIP page. And within about 2 hours, I had 45 responses. And every time that they would respond with what product they wanted, and most of the products were air fryer, blender, quick cooker, cast iron set, all the big stuff. So I would hit the love button, and then I would comment like, oh my gosh, I love my air fryer, or oh, you got to have the skillets, something to that effect. And then I would private message each person. So when I private message them, I would figure out, you know, is it best for them to, is it going to save them more money getting it half price or with the extra $70? And I didn't even go into the extra 100 because $200 versus $650 for someone I don't even know if they want to do a party or not, that was too big to give to them right now. So I said, did you know you can get your cast iron skillet set for $29 this month? And you could also get and you will also get a half price item to pick on or to use on anything else you want. All you got to do is let me set up a Facebook party for you. I do all the work for you. All you do is join and start inviting people. And I'd say it's that easy. And then, so the next person, say they wanted the quick cooker, I would say, I would post them. Now they're going to get it 60% off this month. So I would post to them and say, oh my gosh, I would love to help you get your quick cooker. You can actually get it for $99.60 this month, which is going to save you $150. You're saving more than you're spending. This is a great time to get that. All you got to do is let me set up a party for you here on Facebook. People are home and they're bored. They need something fun to do. How about we party? Oh, and you're also going to get that $70 free to use on something else and a half price item. What do you say? Let's party? I got 11 parties booked in about 2 hours. I still have 3 people thinking about it. Yeah, I was like, oh my gosh. So in 2 days, I'm up to 14 parties on my calendar, plus the 2 I already had. So Saturday morning, I went live and I was making the Dutch baby. So I talked about the cast iron skillets again and the host benefits and the $19.80 kit thing and all that. I booked 3 parties while I was making the Dutch baby. People were texting me saying, I want to do a party. And I was like, oh my gosh. And I didn't even see that while I was making the Dutch baby because I was too busy cooking. So I went back through all my things and I was like, oh my gosh, I just booked 3 parties. So also while I was doing that, I said, you know what, guys, we're going to do something different tonight. It's Saturday night. We're all sitting at home, nothing to do. We're all on Facebook. So we're going to have a little live with Lisa session. And I'm just going to go online, Facebook Live at 9 o'clock tonight. And if you want to join me, I will answer any questions about products, recipes, anything you want to know about my job, or you can just come and hang out and chat with me. So I put a post up on my wall and it said, Live with Lisa, come chat with me. If you want to see a product or have a question about it, comment below so I can be prepared to answer. Well, like nobody commented. And I'm like, okay, this is not going to go very well. I had one friend say, if I'm up, I'll join. I'm like, okay, great. And then one of my consultant friends, she said, hey, I'll pop on. And I said, all right. So I told her, I said, it's probably just going to be me and you. This is probably going to be a complete bust. So at 9 o'clock that night, people started popping in like crazy. I had up to 18 people at one time. We talked for an hour. I answered product questions. They wanted to know about cookware. They wanted to know about condensing their kitchen and getting the most of products that they already had. I talked about Enrichables. I sold a subscription to Enrichables just by talking about them. And I had them sitting here, so I just held them up and said, this is what you do, da, 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 and 30% off the entire length of your subscription. So I had one lady pop up and say, sign me up. And then I started talking about the outlet store. I scrolled down and told them every item in there. I sold 3 cookbooks off the outlet store during that time, and I booked 2 more parties. So Sunday night, yesterday, Easter, I made ribs in the quick cooker and baked potatoes in the air fryer. And I did just a little 30-second video on both. Like, okay, guys, I put the ribs in the quick cooker. I dumped a can of beer. I put the lid on. They cooked. I took them out. I put barbecue sauce, and we ate. And I had a girl say, oh my gosh, how long did that take? And I said, well, they cooked for 35 minutes and da 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 da. I booked another party. So since last Tuesday, I've added 20 new virtual parties to my April calendar. I had three of those are for May and 1 is for June. And I still have a couple people thinking about it. So pretty excited. I can't hear you.
Well, I just unmuted. I have, most everybody's muted so that we didn't have background noise. So
How many
would there
did you
be,
recruit?
I've recruited 4 people in the past week, and I have another couple thinking about doing it. I was talking to her last night.
And you have to know that Lisa, I wish I could go back to the post at the beginning of April, said to me, is anybody else having a hard time booking parties? Do you remember this, Lisa?
Oh,
And so she says, I only got 2. I'm so frustrated. And look at what has happened. That is awesome, Lisa, just by doing what everybody is sharing to do.
Lisa, do you mind sharing that post and the comments and just, I'm a visual person and I've seen the post, so I know what the $70 and get anything, but just, I think the golden nugget is how you responded to each person. And I loved what I heard. You talked about how much they would save
right.
on the big ticket item, plus they were going to get the additional stuff free.
Yeah, I just picked whatever product they picked. Was it cheaper for them to get it $70 off or half price or 60% off? And then I just went with that. So if it was 60% off, they were saving this. So they were spending less than they were saving, or saving more than they were spending. That sounds better. Plus,
There's a couple of people asking if you wouldn't mind screen sharing with us, if that's possible.
for what?
Your original post and like just what it looked like. Eileen said, can she share the original post she put together to gather interest?
Yeah.
Kim Gantz said, Lisa, I'm totally doing this. Thanks for the inspiration.
All right, let me talk for a minute while Lisa's
Okay.
looking for that about some of you are saying I've had the same concerns about people saying I don't think people have money right now. And the way to, and this just happened to me 2 weeks ago. Someone's friend said they had an order, and my friend connected her up with me. And I talked to her about her friend who was doing an order. And I said, would you like to just throw a party for you and your friends during this time while everybody's home? And she said, oh, I don't think so. That, I know a lot of people that are out of work. And I said, I understand. I said, but not everybody orders. Only about 25% of the people order normally at a regular party. This could just be some fun and a distraction for people, and they could engage and keep their mind off the news and what's going on. And, whatever happens, happens. I think you might be surprised at what is going on right there, because people are cooking more today than they ever have in all of our lives. And so what they're finding is they're missing a chopper, they're missing a slicer, they're missing the really nice pan, and they're interested in fast and easy recipes from their pantries and freezers. So it's up to you, but I'd love to do this with you, be a distraction, and let's just see what happens. Well, the day before her party even started, she already had $150 in orders from 2 people. The party just started yesterday, and she's already got a booking for me too. So you guys, I think you just need to handle the objection, take all the pressure off of people that people have to buy, and just say, let's just have some fun. We'll do a lot of engagement posts, and it really, some of the stuff has nothing to do with Pampered Chef. It's just about life. So, and if nothing happens, nothing happens, but who knows? And then I would also tell them about, you know what, you can make a difference at Feeding America through the end of April. And that could be an awesome, awesome thing. And for those of you that are asking about the shared benefits program, it's a pilot that's going on right now. We can't really talk about it on here to the extent of all the details, because they're just trying something new out. So that's just the way that is. But we're doing something that is just outside of the box, and something may be coming.
And
All
just
right.
I wanted to add too that out of all those people who, I mean, I had like 45 responses to my, if you had $70 to spend, but I got 11 parties out of that. I got a lot of people who never even responded. I know they saw it, but they didn't even answer me. And I'm like, that's fine. I had some people say, you know what? All of my friends are laid off work right now. I don't have the extra money to spend. I said, I totally get that. I just want to put that out there in case you wanted to. So, but some of them were even like, as soon as this whole mess is over, we are for sure doing a party. And so I still have like parties coming when this is over in home.
Keeping good records, I'm sure.
Oh yeah. So don't prejudge that everybody's broke and losing their jobs, because that's what I was doing. And that's why I had 2 parties on my calendar. I finally just jumped in and thought, you know, who am I to judge? I said, that person that's laid off from work right now could have $1 million in their bank account and they're just dying to spend it because they're bored. Well, hey, they can buy Pampered Chef stuff. So that's the way I looked at it. And there was even a post going that, you know, someone had put out there like, are you still asking people to book parties? And I'm like, heck yeah. And they're like, well, I don't feel comfortable doing that because of the situation, but it's not for us to prejudge how people are going to spend their money or if they even have money or not, in my opinion.
Well, and I think the fun factor is what makes us different. Than we're just not asking for a sale.
Right.
We're engaging in some fun. And
because most of mine said, you know, let me set up a party. Everybody's bored at home and needs something fun to do. Let's play online. And I don't say, you know, you have to have this much in sales or nothing. And I'll say, let's just have fun on your party and see what happens. So.
Yeah, absolutely. And so Lisa, you have just done a tremendous job, and I can't thank you enough for sharing your story and giving people energy towards what they're doing. Because these aren't all shared benefits, right? These are
I had booked 3 shared benefits parties, and one of those actually turned back into a regular. So I only have 2 out of 20 that are shared.
But you guys that aren't in the shared benefits pilot, don't think you're missing anything big. This is just it's like another option, just like we have bridal registries, fundraisers, things like that. We're trying something new, but most of all these parties that are coming in are regular parties, you know. And I know Sarah Desmond is having a phenomenal month. She shared with me last week. She's just doing a great job. And is Lisa, so Lisa, was there anything else that you wanted to share?
They wanted to see my post, which it's nothing fancy, but I can share it.
Perfect. Go right ahead.
Lisa, it's really okay that it's nothing fancy. That makes it even better.
That's right.
It's just that right there. I just chose a background and typed it in, and that was it. And you can see air fryer, air fryer, air fryer, cast iron, air fryer. Lots of air fryer, a manual food processor right there. I booked a party so she could get it free.
Yeah.
Smoothie attachment. So on the smoothie attachment for the blender, I told her, I said, do a party this month with me. You're going to get your blender for 60% off, which is going to save you $209. You're going to have that $70 extra money to put toward the smoothie or accessories. That's only going to cost you $15. And she's like, oh. So you just got to give them the numbers. If you just tell them you get this 60% off, well, what is 60% off? Is it $1 or is it $100?
Yeah.
You got to give them the numbers, and you got to make it sound enticing.
Yes. So Samantha Thomas says, I have changed my wording to a cooking at home workshop instead of a party. This has eased the host feeling like they're asking for people to buy, but people are buying. Okay. And yes, Debbie said if people don't order, we're helping them with recipes and tips, and we'll be building relationships for future customers. Because remember my quote, the people we serve today will be our customers tomorrow. And they're going to remember and they're going to engage. I mean, the one party I've got running because it's my moving week, I just booked the one, and over half of the people that were added to the party have never experienced Pampered Chef in any way. I mean, never bought, never been to a party, never been to a virtual. So I'm really excited about massaging this party to get more parties from it, because these people have never been before. So it's really good. So
If I can add one more thing,
sure.
I just want to tell her, and I tell my team this till I'm blue in the face, do not be scared to go Facebook Live. I've been going live like every other day, sometimes in the morning and in the evening. I have people like, when are you going live next? Oh my gosh, I love watching you. And I'm a hot mess on there, guys. I mean, I am totally a hot mess when I go live. I call things the wrong
Lisa,
names.
the question was posed, are you going live on your personal page or live in a VIP group? Where are you going live?
I start out my live on my business page, on my Facebook business page. And then as soon as I hit go live, I run to my office. I go to my business page on my computer, and I share it into my VIP customer group, and I share it into all the parties that I'm doing and into my team, so they get team training at the same time. I do not go live with that on my personal page.
So
So
live in your,
Start out in your business page, share
and
it,
then
share it to your VIP, share it to all your group parties, and share it to your team page for training.
So do you tell them I'll be live in 5 minutes so you can go and do that?
Yeah, sometimes I just put like a little sign up that says, join me at 6. And I started at like 5 till, so I have time to run back here and share it to everybody.
And you
And
can
then that
share it you can share it from one, when you go in your office, you can share to all those different parties.
Yeah, you just go to your business page, and then under, you'll see your video pop up. And it's like a 30-second delay. So then you hit share, and it says share to a group, and you just type in the group name and hit share. And then I share to a group until I have all my parties, my VIP page, and my team page all watching at the same time. So I can actually, I mean, I limit myself to 6 virtuals a week, because I don't want to get in trouble with the Facebook jail. If you're doing more than 6 a week, please tell me how you are spacing them out, because I usually space my parties out anywhere from a half hour to an hour or 15 minutes.
I have run 7 or 8 at a time, and because my posts are 2 hours apart, I do the posts at the hour, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, and then the hour again and 10. It's not ideal, but I don't ever do more than 2 posts, like an 8 and an 8:05, and then the same party is at the next party is at 8:10 and 8:15. So I don't do any more than 2. There could be multiple pictures in those 2, but that allows for me to run. I've run 8, I think, because with doing my own and posting launches at the same time.
Okay, because I do 3 posts in the morning, afternoon, and night, 2 minutes apart. So I'll start one party at 8, the next party starts at 8:30, the next party might be at 8:45, and then 9:15. So I keep them all kind of distance out. I've been in Facebook jail, it ain't fun.
Oh, I've definitely been in jail. And I asked Terry Palat about it. She says 5 minutes should keep you out. That's why I do 8 and 8:05. And then the next party is 8:10 and 8:15. The one thing that I did notice is I had to take the Facebook app off my phone, because if you are posting using a third-party scheduler, and then if you have a happy thumb like I do, and you're scrolling Facebook at the same time and you're liking stuff as you're going, that I think is what threw me in jail, because it's 2 different instances of doing things at the same time. So I have found that even though that is very, very hard to navigate Facebook through a browser, I just made it a point that I'm just not going to be on Facebook really that much on my phone, and I have to sit down and do the work at my desk and then walk away.
Yeah.
Can I make a comment?
Sure.
So I would definitely suggest for you guys that are doing multiple parties to do one party in a group. I have anywhere from 3 to 10 hosts in one group on Facebook.
So you're
It's
doing the mega party? You're doing
The block party.
block party, whatever you want to call it, mega party. But it has simplified my life because when you only have to go live in one group instead of remembering to tag all the different groups or going live in each different group and playing games and the interaction, and who cares if there's 500 people, which is, there never is, but you know, if there's so many people in the group, it's even more fun and more interaction.
The only
I
problem,
haven't had great success with block parties. I've gone back and forth and run, even at the same time I had multiple individual going at the same time as I had 3 different blocks. And I think it definitely comes down to your host coaching, and your personal preference. My sales were just better when I was doing 6 individual parties versus 2 or 3 blocks.
I'm the same way.
My
I did a
host
block
coaching-
party. I did a block party last month, and I had, I think, 5 parties in that. I found I had a hard time figuring out which party was playing, I guess you could say. I didn't know who belonged to who, so I couldn't help each host with their own, like, hey, you guys, your party's not doing anything. Let's go here. And I couldn't tell who was with who. So it's much simpler to do a block party, but as far as interacting and knowing what's going on, I like the individual parties better. It's just personal preference. Yeah.
Okay. And then someone else, Pam, did you have Pam Constantino? Can you come up? Lisa.
She just joined.
Okay.
I wanted to point out in the chat, Mary said about her post about the 13 people spending money on takeout. Did you see that, Nance? Do you want to read
No.
that one?
No, go ahead and read it, Murray.
I'm off of it now. Mary, why don't you just unmute and tell us what you were telling your team about takeout and people spending money on that?
Oh, here, okay.
Oh, you got it? You got it?
It says, one
Okay.
thing I'm sharing with my team when they say they're hesitant to ask people to book is that people are still spending money on takeout, and that the average takeout meal is $13. So for a family of 4, that would be over $50. We can teach people to cook at home for $4 per serving. Absolutely. And I know a lot of people that aren't going through the drive-through that normally would, including myself. So I think people have extra money in their budget right now. And by not going into the store, by ordering food, they're not doing any of those impulse buys. They're getting what they actually want and need delivered for a few dollars. And but they're getting what they actually need. I think people are learning how to menu plan, and that's something that we should have in our parties about, let me teach you how to menu plan and grocery shop for week A, B, C. We don't know how long that this is going to be going on. Wouldn't it be nice just to be able to pick, you know, number A, what's that? Leaders become what, Marie?
It is
Okay.
switching gears to empower. If
Yeah.
we're almost done,
Yes, I just wanted, Laura Teal, are you on here? Laura Teal.
I'm here.
Okay. Laura, would you share what you shared with me at the beginning of the month really quick?
With regards to my host who backed out, and everybody's heard like my vacation thing, I think, from the last couple of weeks.
No, you told
Yes.
me on the 9th of April you had almost how much in sales?
We're in April. Okay, my mind isn't here, sorry. On the 9th of April, I had 9,000 in sales, which was absolutely crazy, right? Because I'm telling my husband and he's going, well, it's the 10th. Did you get 10 yet or what? What are you doing? You know, so my one huge party was somebody who didn't want to have a party because everything going on. And within a week, she reached out and said, I need to do it. She just closed last night at $2,171. She is thrilled to pieces. Her friends had so much fun, but people are buying and booking. I had 6 bookings from the 4 parties and almost 6,000 in sales this week. I'm exhausted, but I have no time to think about anything and worry, so it's good.
It's good. Awesome.
Yeah.
That is it's just amazing. And so how much in sales are you up to now?
Just over 10. And I still have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12 more parties this month.
12 more parties. Wow.
Yeah.
I think it's really
working.
important that you guys know. And Laura was a half and half consultant, half live, half virtual, and just went to virtual, in the past? With a lot
October, since Kristen Coy's retreat in October, I was thinking about it more.
Okay.
And then Home Office did something for local people, and Love and Stacy were there getting ready for Empower.
Yeah.
And I was embarrassed to say to them that I wasn't really virtual yet. And they're like, you got to do it. So after the first of the year, I really, went half and half.
Right.
And now it has to be.
Right. So I just wanted to let you all know that is really, you guys, it's out there. Please get over your fear, let that fear change to excitement, and reach out to people. It's okay if they say no thank you. A yes is coming. Marie, take it away.
Can I ask or answer one or say one more thing?
Yep.
A lot of people have been talking about doing a Zoom party.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to try that with my meeting tomorrow night. I'm going to do a demo of guacamole in the manual food processor on Zoom with my team. Because if you're going Zoom, all those party guests can see each other and talk to each other while they're watching you. So it's basically a real party over the computer. So I'm going to try that tomorrow night with my team just to see how it goes.
Awesome. Perfect. Cool. Thanks, Lisa. Thanks for all your encouragement and your great story. Marie.
I want to also shout out, thanks Tiffany. She shared in the post. Tiffany, I'm going to probably have to get it from you a different way, or Patty pick it up. She did a link to Evernote for a way to follow up with Facebook parties or a tracker of some sort. So I'm just kind of going a management system. So, all right.
It's a talk I just did this week for Ellington, and I've done it for somebody else, that I put all of my notes in one spot so that you can just click that one link and you've got a bunch of different stuff.
Tiffany, thank you. I'm just going to ask my friend Patty, make sure you get it, because I keep watching, and we've added
I'll
more
text it
people.
to
We're up
her.
to 71 participants in here. So,
I had it as you posted it, Tiff.
thank you.
I already have.
So many of us were part of Empower last week, or Monday, Tuesday. That's why we weren't here. So our goal with these Monday calls is, it is unusual times. And I think it's been such a blessing to be able to check in with everybody week to week to see what's working and getting inspiration from each other. Last week, Monday and Tuesday, many of us were on this Empower from Pampered Chef, and I'm just hoping, can you read? Here, let me shut off my background. Oh, now you can see it. Okay. And you should be able to read that, right? So this was, if you have your booklets, I wanted to just come back and circle back to the amazing Empower training that we just had. And they also talked about setting our intentions and getting, deciding really what we want. And I want to tell you that a couple of things popped into my brain, and that was when Sharon Zeland's mom is in the hospital, her son's wedding is being postponed, and all the stuff is going on. The virus is hitting New York, and in spite of that, she made national numbers. And from the practical tips, like that Love Carpenter and Kristen Moringa shared about their systems that they were using, to the inspiration side of it, I thought Pampered Chef hit a home run. So at this point in time, you're going to have to personally unmute, and I wanted this to be just really what you thought of it, what you took from it, and if anybody has already implemented anything from it. And I'm going to just do gallery view. Don't all speak up at once. I know. And if you feel more confident just putting some things in the Zoom chat, I mean, you can do that too. Oh my gosh, you guys are all looking at me.
What was something that inspired you?
Well, Nancy Jo, I'll say what I really enjoyed was, sorry, I'm out of my office, is on the leadership principles, how they gave us all the different parts and how you can work on each one to make yourself better. But they also asked us, which one did you need to start with? Which one did you need the most help with? And for me, I chose Own Your Story because, like some of the others, like Lisa, I've been live. Almost my entire March was in 1 week where the world shut down, several big events, but I have to change my story. And so now I've had to go live, and I've been on live every single day for my customers, no matter what I look like, no matter what's going on. You know, I've done a big bike ride, 15 miles, come in red face and jumped into a video. And just my customers are reaching out and they're posting, hey, what can I do with this now? So I'm getting traction from my customers to do more than what I have in the past. So that's what I enjoyed about it.
Awesome. Who else?
I'm reading in the chat, Eileen said, giving permission to prioritize only 3 things, take the rest off the desk forever. Sue Meyer said, strong personal business first, in reaching out to each personal team member. And I know she did that. I don't know, Sue, if you want to unmute, but you did send a personal message to everybody on your team.
And didn't you guys just love Andrew? Didn't you just fall in love with your new CEO? I mean, in a good way, not in a weird way. but no, seriously, didn't he bring authority and calmness and leadership to the table? I mean, what a way to take his new position. You know what I mean? Think about that, you guys. But we're in such great shape, and we're in such a place of growth that, you guys, although it's going crazy around us, we can do what we do right from our homes, right from inside our homes. And we are so blessed to be able to do that. We're so blessed. Try not to let it paralyze you. Go ahead, Marie.
I was just going to say, to me, can everybody see my screen okay? You want me to read this, or can you see it? These were the 6 principles. I'll read it. So there's 6 principles, and then I'm just going to kind of make it meld with what I have on my desk. Take action today. Lead by example, and that was all about your own personal business. The third one was own your own story. Take ownership of the outcome of your success. You know, the buck stops here. Number 4, grow and learn. So commit to being better today than you were yesterday. And that's a Rachel Hollis thing. You know, be the only person you're in competition with, or the only person you want to beat, is the person you were yesterday. The 5th thing was embrace the potential. and becoming a servant leader. And the sixth thing was to live with purpose. And I just want to tell you that this also mirrors. So I've told people that the two things that I'm revisiting on my desk is, because I do think personal growth, is The Success Principles by Jack Canfield, great book. And Patty and I went to Tony Robbins' Unleash the Power Within Us. And there were those six things that Pampered Chef is talking about are the six needs everybody has. So there's the six needs everybody has. I'll go through that next time, but it kind of follows Pampered Chef's little six things. So I'll shut up. Which of those? I heard personal story. Kim Gant. Kim, you should speak. I loved what Kristen shared when she said, what can I simplify, delegate, automate, and eliminate? That was huge.
That was huge for me, because as we're trying to navigate through parties and bookings, we're also trying to grow our teams. And as we're in that growth mode, we just can't keep adding tasks. It gets more and more difficult, more hard to balance. So really sitting down and looking at, what can I simplify? Maybe it's, new consultant training. What can I delegate? What can you delegate to your director team? How can they help with team morale and keeping that positivity on your team? What can you automate and eliminate? So I can share this one thing that we just started, and it's working really well. We have a virtual party document, and I'm sure everybody has one. So it's just a document that your team kind of shares with what to do during the party. Like, what posts should your host send out each day? What should you be doing in the party each day? And what our team is trying to do is to make sure that we're all on the same schedule, that we start setting up party groups on Thursdays. Friday and Saturdays are pre-party posts. Sundays through Wednesdays are posts that we schedule through Post My Party. And in doing that, we should be on the same schedule with this virtual party document. So I can't remember who it was, but
Do you want to screen share that? Or are you going to share it back with Nancy? Like when you said,
I can send it to Nancy. Yeah, I can send it to her. But it was in a document that I originally got from Christina Wessinger, who got it from Sharon Zellen, and then we just tweaked it. But what our team is doing with that is, someone on a call, and I can't even remember who it was, said that we should be posting on our organization pages 3 times a day. So what we decided to do was, in the morning, we post a tip from that virtual party document, just to make sure that our team is doing that day. So yesterday, it was a tip about early bird orders. Make sure everybody gets their early bird orders in on Sunday night, so that we can all share how much we've got in early bird orders tomorrow. And then at noon, we post a midday motivation. And then in the evening, we post something funny. So what I did was I created a calendar, and each one on our director team, you're responsible for a day. And we rotate days around, where we're all staying connected and we're all sharing in this, and you can schedule it in Facebook Scheduler. So we're all having a lot of fun with that. It just started. I posted on Thursday and Friday, and then everybody else had one girl do Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, and it's working out really well. So that's a way that I figured I can delegate, and we're all sharing in that responsibility. And that's one task I've taken off my plate. So I think it's finding little things like that, but I just loved what she said. So I'm trying to figure out, how can I simplify? How can I delegate more? How can I automate and eliminate?
well, I will also say, Kim, when Nancy Jo and Patty and I went to Rise, and we stayed in the house with Kristen and a couple of those other gals, they all have a lot of help. And so they have somebody who's doing their team recognition for them and changing up their banners and sending out posts. They have somebody helping them with their virtual parties and responding to people and doing, taking the Google raffle form or whatever they're doing. So, and then they have somebody coming in their house to help them clean the house and grocery shop or do whatever. So those girls are not all super women. They are really delegating a lot of what they're doing. And I do realize life comes full circle, but many of us are swamped going, how do they do it? Well, they're not doing it all. They have delegated a lot of that.
And I wish they would share that, because that's what Rachel Hollis talks about. Don't let people think that you're a superwoman. Share that you have help. It's okay. I mean, for me, the only help I have right now is cleaning my house. And of course, she can't come in right now, but I'm still taking care of her. I'm still sending her the money that I would normally send her if she came in, because I got to take care of her. This is her job. And I'm able to do that right now. But we got to share that we don't clean the house. We don't make 3 healthy meals a day and snacks for our children. That we got to share that, because people think, I can't do that. I don't know how she's doing that. Does she sleep?
Yeah. So Kim, let me ask you this. How many people do you have doing these shared groups? Because I've been it's been on my heart to possibly, right now I just have the one page with both my directors and consultants on there, but I've been feeling like I need to have just a director group. And I'm wondering how many people you've got sharing all these tasks.
So right now, the one task with the post that, is just the director team.
Okay.
So at this point, there are 9 of us. So I'm number 10.
Okay.
So every 10 days is your day to share.
Okay.
So I just feel like we have to stay connected and just keep figuring out ways that we can work as a team, since we're going for month 2.
Yes, it's so exciting. Everybody feeling like they're doing good?
We're working it. We're working it. I'm tracking numbers again. The good thing is, in month 2, you don't have to worry about the people. It's just the numbers.
And can't you, even if you have a small team, I only have 2 directors, but I delegate to my team leaders and my senior consultants and empower them to do things, because they can schedule just like the rest of us.
You're right. And Tiffany, I think that's huge, because it lets them come on and say, hey, I'm part of this leadership. And we say leadership team. We use that word over and over and over. So if you say, hey, you're an emerging leader. Yeah, you're an emerging leader. So do you want to jump on board and help with some things that our leadership team does?
Nice.
So do you do that are you guys on one organization page then for all your teams?
Right now we are a couple, because remember, we promoted 5 directors last month. So right now we're all on one organization page, and we'll see how we split that off. I've got a rock star on this call right now, Carolyn Turner. She promoted as a fast track director in 35 days.
Woo!
So she is all about working.
Awesome. Let's see her face. Where's she at?
Carolyn, where are you at? Wait.
Oh, there she is.
Marie, spotlight her for a minute.
Okay, she's under Kevin. Her name is really Kevin on here.
Yes, Kevin and Carolyn, they share a Facebook page.
Okay.
Kim, would you mind sharing the 3 things that you post every day? I know.
Yeah, I can share. Yeah, I can share. Do you want me to just put it in the chat?
Yeah, that would be fine.
Okay.
That's awesome. Congratulations.
Thank you.
35 days. You rock star.
I don't even know how I did it.
So what do you think was the most important action you took to make that happen?
I listened to what my director told me to do.
Well, you got a good one in that. And yeah.
I equated it to I caught a wave surfing. I caught a wave. It was pretty scary at times. A couple times I went under, but I got back on the surfboard and I rode the wave, and it turned out really great.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I was very blessed.
So a month and a half ago, you weren't even part of Pampered Chef.
No, I think I signed up February 21st or 20. It was near the end of February.
So you were a host or on a party?
I have been hosting parties with Kim for a long time. I started buying Pampered Chef 25 years ago, and I've probably been with Kim for over 20. And I had a show in November, and it was a good show. It was the best show I'd ever had for myself, which was a little over $800. And I got a lot of free stuff. And then I had 4 people book parties for my show. So I had to go buy a lot of stuff from their shows for having one for me. And so I ended up spending about $800 in about a month or so. And so I thought, you know what, I could be selling this and making money and earning the products for free. So that's what convinced me to do it. And Kim's been slowly over the last 20 years whittling away at me about doing this. So persistence. Say that again. Marie, say that again.
I said it took 20 years, but you know.
You didn't give up.
Yeah, that is a great story. And well, congratulations. We're all impressed. Well, you know, I love this whole idea, Nance. I'm wondering if our topic next Monday should be continuing this about simplifying, delegating systems, what people are doing to, you know, kind of organize their business, and maybe we can have a discussion around that. And I would appreciate if your upline is Nancy Joe and you have something to share, let her know. If your upline is Patty, let her know. Or if it's me, let me know, so that we could get a couple spotlight speakers, you know, set to go for next time. And Michael Reeves says, never give up. I love that. And I don't know if you saw in the chat section, Eileen, $25 a show is paying her 22-year-old to do her post. That is brilliant.
Brilliant, yeah.
And if she wants extra work, let us know.
He does. Seriously, he does. I'm not kidding. And he's doing, I sat down with him once and I'm like, here's how you do it. He's like, sweet. And yeah, he needs the money. I need time.
There you go. Is he doing the post for you, or he's just scheduling the post, Eileen?
He's scheduling the post for me. I already have them written, and he schedules them in Scheduler. And it's such a, I'm thinking, you guys, it's $5 a day. I didn't tell him that, but really, that's what it is. It turns out to be $25 a show. Nice. I love it.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. I'm also noting that in the comments, Lisa said she makes it a point of telling her guests that she uses a scheduler, so people know that she's not in front of her computer all the time. Sherry Carr, good point about what Andrew said. Failure is never fatal as long as you learn from it. And we as a company will continue to test and learn. And I also like giving permission to prioritize. One of the things that my faith is, I always, from the very beginning, loved Pampered Chef, believed in Pampered Chef, loved the products and the people. But a crisis like this makes me realize and appreciate even more what a phenomenal organization we're part of, what a great company, great leaders, and also our Pampered Chef family right here. You guys are amazing. So I will turn it over to Nancy Joe to finish the call.
Okay. Well, thank you. Thank you everyone for coming. Excuse my hairdo. I haven't found my curling brush yet. I haven't unpacked it. So you got the real deal here today. But you know what, you guys, I just want to tell you, I am so proud of you and so proud of your attitudes and how hard you're working, thinking outside the box. Marie, can you put me on spotlight for a minute, please?
That's what I was just trying to do, Nance.
Thank you.
Go ahead.
All right. So I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. You guys are showing what it is to be awesome leaders, awesome workers. I mean, I was telling Jesse, texted me and asked me, Nancy Jo, do you need any help with your team? And I said, always would love some help. But I got to tell you, I'm so proud of them. The people that haven't been doing virtual are learning. They are digging in. We are trying new stuff. We are working together as a team. And I'm so proud of all of you because you're not just throwing in the towel. You're not just saying, woe is me. You're saying, what can I do to make me better? And you guys are just, you're amazing. And I love you. From the deepest part of my heart, I just love this Pampered Chef family. You truly are family. And what kind of job do you get to say, I care about you so much and you're the best, and you're not, you don't have to worry about your job, you guys. You don't have to worry. You can do more of it. You can increase your job at this point. I mean, how many people can do that right now? So I just want to say, stay steadfast. That word came to me yesterday. Stay steadfast in the things you know that are working, in the people that just shared what is working. Be steadfast, because you know what? This is a race right now that we're running with this virus. And we are going to emerge, and we are going to be better. And I bet you live parties are going to come back with a vengeance, because I think that people are going to want to gather. I think they're going to want to be with each other. I think they're not going to say, I'm too busy. They're going to say, yes, I'll be there. And I just want you to know, there's Paula.
Well, she emerges out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere. So I just want to say, stay at it, you guys. Be blessed. Spend time with your family. Do things that you couldn't do before. I've encouraged my family members that, you know what? This is a moment in time that we can either be paralyzed, or we can say, oh my gosh, I want to learn virtual shows. I want to learn how to do something. I want to clean a closet. I want to get this project done. You guys, jump in and do it. Use your time wisely, because we're never going to get this again. Hopefully we're never ever going to get this kind of block in time again. But use your time wisely. Be blessed. Love your family to pieces. Help your neighbors and serve your customers.